Let's make some biscotti. My homemade biscotti that I call A-Lot-i-Biscotti. Here goes. The ingredients are simple. 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 large eggs, 1 cup of sugar, 1 stick of butter, a teaspoon and a half of baking powder, your favorite dried fruits and nuts, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm going to do this in a bowl, but it is much faster in a mixer. Not everyone uses one, but I wanted everyone to be able to create this recipe. In a bowl or a mixer, cream together 1 stick of softened butter and 1 cup of sugar. Creaming refers to the texture, not cream. You want a creamy consistency, and it takes a few minutes if you're doing it by hand. Add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Always use real vanilla extract, never imitation. Next comes your 2 large eggs, 1 at a time. Incorporate that very well. This is why it's easier to use a stand mixer. Then add your second egg. Mix, mix, mix. I've done this with just egg whites, and the texture doesn't come out quite right. You need those yolks. Oh, don't forget your pinch of salt. That pinch is very important in baking. I feel like I'm missing something, but let's continue. You want to see like a thick batter here. Slightly sticky, not fully sticky yet. Slowly add your 2 cups of flour. This is all-purpose flour. Every time you put some flour in the bowl, be sure to whisk it in really well. Repeat the process. I still have to add my dried fruits and nuts, and I'm noticing that my wet bowl is not as large as I would like. I'm going to transfer the smaller wet bowl to the dry, larger bowl. Since I have flour in there, I'll just transfer the wet ingredients and give it a really good whisk. Wait. I want to make sure I get it all in there. You don't want to waste anything. I switched to a silicone spatula because at this point the batter is very, very sticky. The spatula is also useful when we add the dried fruits and nuts. So here's an option. I usually add some lime or orange zest, but since I have neither, I'm going to do a splash of orange juice. Fresh juice or bottled juice, either one works. Now I remember that missing ingredient. I forgot the teaspoon and a half of baking powder. Put that in. It's better to put your baking powder in earlier with the dry ingredients, but if you forget like I did, just throw it in. But be sure to incorporate that well. Now comes the dried fruit and nuts. As much or as little as you want. I usually do pistachio, dried cherries or cranberries, and golden raisins. Whatever you use, be sure you chop them small. Okay, line a baking sheet with parchment paper and place your mixture on top. Now this is very sticky, so take the time to get the mixture all out. Remember, your mixture is going to be very sticky. So I'm going to show you the 2 ways that I make this. I wet my hands with water and I shape the biscotti mixture into 1 or 2 rectangular loaves. Here I'm shaping it into 1 loaf. I take a spatula and I build up the sides. You want this to be rectangular, not rounded. Be sure to flatten the top. This mixture will spread. You want this as uniformed as possible. Now here's how I make my biscotti minis. I split the mixture in 4s, you may call them quarters, and I form the loaves in the same rectangular shapes. Don't forget to build up the sides. Okay, back to my main loaf. So after I finish forming the loaf, I cover it with parchment paper, and I place another baking sheet on top. This will ensure a uniform size as the biscotti bakes. Do this for the smaller loaves too. We're going to bake it once at 350 for 45 minutes. Be careful removing these from the oven. It is very, very hot. I like to cut these as long as possible, like 6 to 8 inches, but they break easily. So I decided to cut these in half lengthwise, as if it were 2 loaves, to create average size biscotti. So what you want to do is slice the biscotti and then place it on its side. This will ensure that you properly bake the cookies twice. You want to slice your smaller loaves the same exact way. Slice and place it on its side. These will go back in the oven for their second baking. Biscotti. Now biscotti means twice baked. So we're going to bake this twice for 15 minutes. Let's do it. These mini biscotti are good to have for parties. They're perfect for home-baked gifts, and they are great for a cookie swap. No one else is going to have biscotti at your cookie swap. Now these came out superb. You should let them cool, but I just can't wait. Ow, ow, ow. Ooh, ow. You really should let them cool. Now look at this biscotti. Ooh. Mmm. Mmm. Crisp, light, delicious. And the reason why biscotti twice baked is so dry is because it was made for dunking into espresso, into coffees. This is why this is so crisp, almost like toast, right? This is delicious. Be sure to check out our other food and travel videos. And please like, comment, and share. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.